want to be there, if he's not, he wants to back up, but doesn't want it to languish on and on. We could, certainly, this wouldn't be a permanent, it could be somebody as a proviso in 6 months.
Just a thought.
Just, yeah. That's,
You'd have to set the salary.
right, yeah. So forth, so. All right, well, let me see if I can find out. I'll talk to Ken too, to see if he's all right with it. If it goes, if we would, maybe we advertise in a professional journal or something in the local paper, that we might get more response. I don't know.
And some attorneys don't want to fool with planning
No.
and medicine.
No, and it is a specialty of this,
Yeah.
of some sort.
Yeah,
so
you gotta
it's
have someone versed in it.
Versed in that, so.
But
Okay.
I'm just thinking it's tough to choose with only one.
Yes, it is, and that was, I was really hoping to get a couple of, applications.
Yeah.
So,
Just a thought.
without having Ken here, I can't even ask him whether he's gonna would be okay with going on, so we'll follow up with that. I wasn't gonna do a whole lot with reports. I had a couple of things I just wanted to mention before we got out of tonight. But since everybody's here, do you have anything you want to report?
The only thing that's happened since last on board is Michelle Johnson is now the new senior coordinator and is working with the recreation department in that aspect. Other than that, I really don't have anything more to report at this time.
Nothing new since last time.
Okay.
Marty gave me 2 names to contact to service the generator.
Okay.
They haven't got back to me, so all I got is just the one quote with this part.
I audited the town justice records. I report here for you.
Okay, great.
The other thing was the conservation board met. They had a couple things that they were interested in knowing from the town. One was where we stood in the Lake Shore Sewer District. They were kind of wondering what the story was with that, since JP mentioned they had this nice report. I'll highlight that for them at the next meeting. The other thing was the trees that they bought for Earth Day. I know that there was a lot of questions last budget about buying and giving to the ones that they didn't get rid of, they gave to the park, because they have areas down there that they use as like a nursery area. And they took care of the trees as best they could. I mean, some of the grounds they planted on some of the nurseries wasn't the best for some of the trees, but they do have trees that are mature now, and would like to have the town come down and dig them up and put them wherever they want. And there's always been the ongoing question with the Emerald Ash Board and the number of ash trees around this public domain that we have. But there's a good possibility we're going to lose a bunch of those trees, and that we might want to start replacing some of those trees that have them. Now, they would like to buy some trees again, but it's the question of what happens with the extra ones. Because I know that a couple of the board members were not crazy about giving them back to the park, but the park does take the time to find a place to put them and grow them until they're mature enough to be used again. So they really want to know what our feeling is going to be about doing that again.
Marty, are they having an Arbor Day?
They are talking up. They're not going to have Earth Day in April again. They're working on another situation. It may be something to do with Arbor Day. But the trouble is getting the trees from the county is always it's always done in that Earth Day
Time frame.
time frame. That's the only time they're available. So.
Right. So if they're not going to have Earth Day, then they won't need the trees.
Well, they still want to go on with the project to get trees. They're still looking to do that. They just because of the inclement weather that they've had the last couple of years, they feel it's probably not beneficial for them to do it down at that time. They are trying to look for some other avenue. I know they said they used to give them out at the
Tops.
tops.
Yeah.
That
So
wasn't a
that-
good idea though,
Well,
because you're benefiting one town on every, over all the other town businesses that are taxpayers. And that's why I switched it from there to the park, because it was a neutral position.
We can always use the town property here.
Right,
sure, they could always do it here.
but I'd be against having it at Tops.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Nothing
I'm
against
just
shops,
saying that
Right.
they used to do that.
Right.
You know, they may wanna find another location, such as the town hall, to do
Yeah,
that.
the town hall.
They did not specify going back to Tops by
Okay,
any means, they just
Okay.
stated that that was one of the things they used to do
all right,
before they moved it down there.
okay,
You know, they weren't planning on going back there, so
that's
that's,
good.
Well, I thought there was money, wasn't there money budgeted to buy trees? I thought they
Yeah.
were.
Right,
it wasn't, the question was what they did with the extra trees.
Oh, I see.
The problem with the extra trees was brought up with the fact that you're taking town taxpayer dollars and you're giving it to
The state.
the state. And people had concerns whether that was really legal to do that and whether, you know, the town should be doing that, you know, as residents are paying state tax is. Why are they taking town taxpayer dollars to buy trees to the state? And
So
it was
that they grow them and give them back, that was.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was-
never the concept.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't know, that's what
I've
they,
been there.
Yeah,
That was never the concept.
this kind of, in my time on the conservation board, it was never done that way. It was that we were gonna grow a nursery for the park, so I'm not gonna argue that. And I do know from being on the Friends of Hamlin Beach State Park, that they did say that they weren't probably gonna do an Earth Day due to the inclement weather. It wasn't necessarily because we weren't, as a town board, wanting to buy the trees, it was
no,
more
because
because
that's not what
right, it's because of the inclement weather.
Right.
And the time of the year, and my involvement with Earth Day has only been one good day, otherwise it's mainly poured or been so darn cold. It probably should have snowed, but, I know that maybe talking about doing something with, at the I Love My Park Day, the first Saturday in May.
It's a possibility.
That's
Well,
all.
there's a possibility too, rather than order X amount of trees, they could cut back so that you wouldn't have a surplus
Yeah.
That's,
of trees.
that's what I'd like to see, just cut back and we don't spend as much and, I don't feel we should supply the trees to the state park anymore. Just cut back on the trees, give the trees out to the town people.
Wasn't that amount cut back anyways, if I remember right?
I think it was good,
I thought it was cut back anyhow.
Budget wise,
Yeah.
we cut it back.
I thought they cut back for the dollars.
I thought we stayed.
I'd have to look at it, I'd have to look
I
at it.
know we talked about it.
I know, yeah, that's true, whether
But
it
I thought-
actually
I
ended
thought
up
we
this
stuck
way.
with the eight,
Okay.
just in the conversation. I thought we-
What, could
Yeah,
we put an ad in the Hamlin Clarkson Herald and on the website, if somebody wants a bundle of trees, which is normally 10,
Right.
7 pine trees, one variety or the other, to let the town know or let Kathy know, so that when they get ready to order it, they know, okay, we need
How many?
X amount of
Pre-order,
trees.
right.
Pre-order, and then when the trees are gone, they're gone.
Yep.
If somebody wants one and didn't let them know that they wanted a bundle of trees or 2 bundles of trees, they're just out of luck, they have to, pre-order ahead of time.
Do you know when they have to put in their order for the stock?
I think it's March.
March. So they
There's
have another-
folders at Kathy's office.
No, they're down in the building inspector's office,
Okay.
because Cheryl was supposed to be checking with Dave about putting a sheet of paper inside in case, because we've always done it before where if somebody in town wanted to order the trees, you fill out this thing and the town would pick them up for
Yeah.
them.
Well, the town probably still could pick them up, because they have to pick the trees up anyways.
I know, but you've gotta have
Yeah,
their
no, I
permission
understand,
to do
I
it,
understand.
so, yeah.
Um,
I will get the form tomorrow.
Because it states right in there when you, because I picked up a form, we usually order, Joy likes some bushes and that for the birds and that type of thing. And I can't tell you just what date that has to be in there. Of course, it lists of what it costs you and when you have to put your order in.
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't mind having an ad run to pre-order the trees. I don't know if that's, your conservation board generally administers a program though, so.
Yeah, I think it'd be best if we run it by them.
Yeah,
the park wants to give back to us right now.
but we don't wanna buy any more. Cause the evergreens are the ones we hand out to the taxpayers. Steve, can you use any trees?
Not evergreens.
Hardwoods?
Hardwoods, yeah. We'll plant
Well-
hardwoods all over the place out here.
What I was thinking was, well, so the park wants to give us some, you can get those from the park.
Hardwoods are,
Yeah, hardwoods.
well accepted. I don't like the evergreens or shallow road,
Right.
they tip over and everything, but
But I think the park pays the.
They have hardwood trees,
Yeah,
is
So
what
they
they
wanna
would
give
do
us,
that.
they wanna give us some, so they're already established.
yeah, we got room for down in,
Boy Scouts.
all the elms have been dying down on the Brick Schoolhouse Road part. And Dutch elm disease, whatever, we lose probably 4, 5, 6 elms a year down there. And like Marty said, ash and other trees that would blow down, break whatever here, so we have room.
What about the, electric companies that are offering $50 per tree replacement?
Yeah, that's not a pretty,
That's within so many feet of a power line.
Right,
yeah, and
Yeah.
that's a reimbursement, it's,
right,
they're
no,
not paying for it
right,
upfront.
we have to put them in, they come back 4 to 6 months after.
Check.
Check. I read that.
Did you?
I read that.
That's good, you read your emails, that's good.
I do. I hate to shock you.
Well, so what would you like to get in touch with Dave to, or you want me to talk to him, maybe poll his board to see what they would be interested in doing?
Probably be better if you polled him and, you know, just see what he wanted to do.
Alright.
You know, I told him I'd bring it back and discuss it with everybody. And if there's something significant that would.
I'll try to get a hold of him, because if we wait for the next meeting, that's less than a month, they're already probably gonna be bumping up against their deadline
Well,
for ordering, and,
next thing would be February 24th. 24th? Yeah.
We just email me.
yeah, all I'm saying is if you wait till the meeting, if they're ordering in March, there's no time to advertise to order trees, that's the direction they wanna
Right.
go, or anything like that, so.
Okay, yeah, okay, I understand.
Alright, I'll get a hold of him and see what, yeah. Do you have anything, Kathy, that you'd like to relate tonight?
Christine Spears, my new clerk, she is going to get hold of David and ask him if he's got any days that he's available during the day to come in and talk. She's trying to arrange the town hall as being a safe place for kids. And the gentleman wants to come out and talk to somebody with authority. So she'll be getting a hold of you.
Okay.
That's it.
Would it be beneficial to include Big Joe in on that also, maybe?
No, maybe. We could do that.
And it's
Well,
like,
this is becoming quite the thing, I know.
yeah,
It's already been discussed for the new library, a safe place in that new library.
They're aware that Tops is one, so
yeah.
it's close by, but they still wanna come out. Doesn't cost the town anything, you know, so.
Look at the down here, it's probably,
Yeah.
but they have it close by here.
So what have you been doing these days, Steve?
Snow plowing. Burning up my budget really fast.
You're not worrying about a surplus of salt this year, are you?
No. Nope. But anyways, like I said, we've been busy snow plowing, that's about what we've been doing down there, it's just been every day. Radios in the trucks, a whole bunch of borrowed ones from Monroe County that they took out of vehicles of theirs is what we put in there. And we just got them in last week, they seem to be working, we bought ourselves some time, or at least we're legal right now. I wanna talk to the board, we don't have to talk tonight about the winter parking law and how we can change it, and maybe Ken needs to be here, that's why we don't need to talk about it. Right now, from 12 AM to 8 AM. And that's what the legal thing, so anytime between 8 AM and 12 midnight, they can be parked in the middle of the road and I can't do a thing about it. And I can't tell them to move or anything to it, so I can plow the roads. I think we need to revisit it and do something about that. Because legally in the law book, that's what it says.
Yeah.
Probably should wait till Ken's around.
Yeah.
No, that's what I said, we'll wait till Ken's done, I just bring it up to your attention.
Have any other towns revised theirs that you know?
Not that I know of yet, because I know that Clarkson and Sweden, I'm pretty sure, are like the same things at 12 AM to 8 AM, but actually, we just scraped a car in the house and tried to park in the cul-de-sac, and you're trying to go around in circles, and the tires slid, because you know, you're trying to go around a circle and it's hit a car. But it was after 8 AM.
Well, I think the law protects you in this regard, that if it's storming and you're plowing snow and a car is parked on the road, they have to assume the liability that the town doesn't have to pay for it, if the car is on the pavement.
Right, but that's, we'll talk about that, Ken.
Because I know it's happened in the past, and their insurance had to cover it as long as the wheels were in the road.
Oh yeah, the whole car was in the road.
Because I know going back a few years, the top of the car was taken right off, and the town didn't have to pay a dime because it was parked in the road during the plowing.
The police officer told the people, he went right to the door and told them, you better call your insurance, because you're parked illegally.
Other than the inconvenience of the whole thing.
Yeah, but I mean, we better look at it, and I say we'll do it when Ken is here, somebody more legal.
Did it hurt the truck then?
A little bit. Nothing I couldn't ding back and weld up.
Just one.
And just one more thing, something you guys brought up tonight, that Hamlin Meadows at 2014. I will fight against giving them all the money back against that, even if they top that section 1. There will be thousands of construction trucks going in there. That is the only entrance. If we give them every piece of money back, that all those construction trucks going in there to build the rest of the thing are going over the blacktop that we're responsible for then. I will fight that, and if it needs to be fixed, if those construction, if the town board, that will cost tens of thousands of dollars to fix it, get broken up from the construction vehicles. So I will fight that we give all the money back to, until that thing is built, unless there is a second entrance you can go into. Right now there isn't, it's only got one entrance. Just let the town board know that right offhand, that come June or whatever, I will not want that to happen. I don't think it will cost us I think it will cost us.
Good possibility that it can,
Yeah, well, when the time comes, we'll.
Yep, that's fine, it just got brought up tonight, and I just saw it, I didn't even know it was coming in June of this year, so just bring it to your attention for future, and that's it, I'm done.
Anyone, do you want to speak for the planning board, or do you not want to represent?
No, that's fine, we don't have anything to report at this point.
Liz, do you have anything from the assessor's office?
No, just busy with exemptions.
Okay.
She wanted to get her 2 cents in there.
Okay, I only had a couple things. I've tasked Wayland to update our website, because our website is really not very user-friendly, it's very old. So hopefully, he was supposed to have prototypes to me this week, but it can be a little slow at times, so hopefully within the next week or two, we'll have something we can look at to see if we can improve the functionality of the thing and make it better for the town, and give us a little better image when somebody looks at it. I went to the VFW Ladies Auxiliary Speed Dinner, they had a great turnout. It was for a lousy rotten day, it was a good turnout, and it was nice to see everybody out there. Our new bookkeeper started, Norm St. John. He's dug in pretty hard, and he's doing a decent job. We're having to go back and recreate some of the end of last year. So that's why we didn't pay any bills tonight. was found there specifically, so that people understand. The main concern I have at this, I don't have a concern, the main concern that was covered was we were getting calls and emails from other areas that past due bills weren't getting paid. As of the 10th or the 13th meeting, all bills that were there have been paid, and some of those bills went back to last October. So we have caught everything up to this point, as far as I know, that we can find, so that we shouldn't be getting any. If you guys, any of your department, if anybody hears that you're getting past due, let me know. We will search for the bill. We think we have everything covered at this point. So. The only other thing I have is we're looking at, well, when Ken gets back, working with the town of Gates through the dog control to take their dogs, their excess dogs that are adoptable, so that they don't have to turn them over to Lollipop Farm. They don't want to do that anymore because they end up getting euthanized. There's not a lot out there, and we would only be taking adoptable dogs. And the dog control officer, once we finish drawing up the agreement, will have the right of refusal. If he doesn't feel a dog can be adopted out or so forth, he won't take it. But it's a win-win for the dogs, it's a win for the town, because we get money from the town of Gates, and it makes us look good, and everybody's happy, so that'll be a good thing. So that's pretty much all I have. Anybody else? Look for a motion for adjournment.
Motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Call the vote. Or am I gonna hang around for some?
Let's hang around a little bit. Baxter?
Yes.
Goodrich?
Yes.
Meyer?
Yes.
Rose?
Yes.
Peters?
Yes. Meeting adjourned. Thank you, everybody, for coming out on a lousy night. You almost said no.
All right. We wait so long, I forgot to say, I was gonna say yes.
What a difference.